Yo, so Jujutsu Kaisen has like no chill, dude. This week's episode of JJK might have been one of the craziest episodes so far in this entire series. Anime only fans are getting absolutely blasted with shocking plot twist after shocking plot twist. Hello everyone, welcome back to Fraud on the Telly. Join me today as we react to and discuss everything that happened in Jujutsu Kaisen episode 3, a bangin' episode, if you will. So where we last left off, we are in the flashback arc over our boy Gojo and his relationship with his friend Geto. Both are in Jujutsu High and are basically two of the most powerful sorcerers people in the world right now. They have been charged with an important mission, an important assignment, bringing this girl to Master Tengen, so he can suck her up and continue to live his life of immortality as a sorcerer?
Yeah, it's kind of dark stuff when you think about it, or when you say it like that.
They are currently being pursued by a talented assassin who is using other sorcerers in order to wear Gojo down, as this guy is extremely aware of what the repercussions of tangling with one of the most powerful dudes in the entire series might just be. Oh yeah, and surprise, surprise, this guy is Megume's dad. Look, don't get mad at me if you hadn't figured it out by now. Like, what are you even doing? They gave you tons of hints. This sounds more like a skill issue to me. So the second half of this episode was absolutely nuts. Easily the best action scenes we've seen so far in this entire anime, and honestly some of the best action animations I've seen just in like shonen in general. Over season 2 so far, we've seen Gojo and Geto both become slowly attached to this young lady, and are both now not entirely on board with allowing Master Tengen to just suck her up like some kind of crazy space mutant from another planet. After avoiding numerous assassins, the group have finally arrived inside the protective borders of Jujutsu High, allowing Gojo to let go of his Six Eyes technique and his Limitless technique, both of which he has kept up constantly for days now in order to protect this girl. Psych! You thought that everything was okay in that split second where Gojo has finally let down his abilities. Suddenly, the assassin emerges out of nowhere, running his sword through our main character, our OP boy. Now, this moment cannot be understated. Throughout the entire anime series so far up until this point, our author has gone out of their way to paint Gojo as this all-powerful character. Like, truly an OP character, a character with a unique set of abilities that make it near impossible for someone to actually hurt him, even touch him. Basically, if this was a video game, Gojo would be the OPest DLC character. All of this together makes this moment of Gojo getting stabbed all the more important, and it makes us hate Fushiguro, the assassin, even more, as the man had meticulously planned everything up to this point in order to make this happen, in order to allow him the opportunity to where he can actually attack Gojo. The scenes that follow are easily some of the most badass fights that we've seen so far in JJK, putting the all-powerful and very cocky Gojo, even after he's been stabbed, against the skilled physical monster of our sorcerer assassin. You see, this guy has used a technique known as a heavenly restriction, the man giving up all of his cursed energy in exchange as a trade for unrivaled enhanced physical abilities. As well, his lack of any cursed energy at all basically makes him invisible to Gojo, in his words. As Gojo's Six Eyes, we have to remember his Six Eyes technique allow him to see cursed energy within inside of a person, but in this case, he sees nothing, which basically makes it to where our assassin friend can walk around Gojo almost invisible. I just need to say right here, Jujutsu Kaisen may be one of the most aesthetically pleasing action anime out there. It's definitely up there for sure. It's crazy because these scenes in the manga are intense and they are drawn quite beautifully. The way that Akutami, the author, draws motion is extremely cool, but really you see that like every single one of these scenes is taken to a whole nother level in the anime if you compare them side by side with the manga. Once Mappa got their hands on these scenes, they went absolutely nuts. And I'm sure that anime only fans were absolutely shocked once again for the second time in this episode when, to their surprise, they see their hero, their god in many ways, Gojo, get his ass absolutely sliced up in some crazy violent scenes that would even give Vinland Saga a run for its money. We snap over to Geto and the girl, who, completely oblivious to everything that's going on deep within the school, have decided that they're gonna have a heart-to-heart here in front of Master Tengen's tree. These scenes are actually wholesome as fuck. I'm not even gonna lie. I mean, you really gotta feel for this girl. They do an amazing job making you feel something for her predicament. Like, she just wants to live a normal life as just a kid with her friends, but she has to balance this with, like, her duty of being born as, like, a vessel, kind of almost, like, spiritually reincarnated. Basically, she's trying to come to terms with the fact that she was born to die. She was born to be assimilated into this ancient, weird, magical sorcerer being. And she realizes, you know,
maybe that's not what I want in life.
Unfortunately, though, this moment is cut extremely short as we are treated to the third shock of this episode, probably one of the best shocks in my opinion, as mid-wholesome moment, she takes a bullet through the skull, killing her instantly. This shit was f***ed up, man. I mean, everything about this scene is fantastic, from the music to the voice acting of both of our characters to the emotion being drawn and animated in her face to the reaction on Geto's afterwards. Even the slow motion, how she reaches out to take Geto's hand here and then bam! We're just hit with the reaction scene from Geto as we see slowly this realization of horror go across his face, and it's just awesome. It's just insane. And the only thing that he can muster up to say to this assassin is, why are you here? As it never even crossed his mind that his best friend Gojo might lose. Suddenly, we're just left in a cliffhanger in our episode as the only thing that Geto can say is, I'll kill you, our episode ending. Probably the craziest episode to happen in the anime of Jujutsu Kaisen so far. Mappa have continued to just blow me away here in Season 2 of JJK. They've taken so many really fantastic scenes from the manga and just completely transformed them through everything into just something so much more, just transcended into a work of art. Everything about this episode was great, from the music to the voice actors, the plot twists, the animation. All of it just came together in this explosively awesome episode. Like, I know people in every show, every anime, debate constantly, like, oh, is the anime better or is the manga better? You know, the manga fans are always like, oh, the manga is always better. But, like, honestly, I think with something like JJK, it's not even close, man. The manga is great, but the anime is just like, it's just a whole nother beast in itself. I mean, really, I don't know what else to say here. Jujutsu Kaisen is great. Enjoy it while it lasts, guys, because animes like this that really have the total package don't come around every day. So please enjoy it. This next episode is going to be absolutely crazy. I cannot wait. As always, I hope to see you all in the next video. Stay safe out there. Until next time, peace, love, adieu.